be generous.
Yep. I'll do the best I can for you.
We want to hold my toe though, so it doesn't squirm.
No.
Okay.
You'll do fine. Okay. Needles in. Just relax.
All right. Hey Brittany, what's it look like? How's it?
It looks like your old toe.
Okay, that's cool.
Pretty soon you'll have a new toe.
Hey, there's that Irish guy.
Hey, really?
Yeah, right behind us.
We'll go to Ireland and look at a bunch of Irish people sometime.
This does take a fairly long time. It'll probably be better to turn it off and then turn it back on and get lighter.
Yeah.
See?
And this stuff?
Yeah, like ingrown.
On the big, so that you can't hardly see the nail.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Yeah, I've chopped the skin off. No, I can't.
That wouldn't be a good idea.
No?
No, because it'll be what this is what it feels like to be scratched.
Ooh, yeah.
Do you feel that here?
No.
Here?
No.
Down here?
Nope.
Over here?
Nope.
Okay. I'm assuming the same thing over here, that you're... Okay.
I'm just done. Alright, so that's pretty much a sure thing.
99% at this point. This is a spatula. It's not sharp or anything. It's just a flat thing. I'm just going to take a look at what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't feel that.
Hey, you want to take a picture of this? Come around over here. And you can see how far down the nail goes.
Oh.
Okay, that's what needs to come out.
Gross. Thank you. Now you can see what the inside of it looked like. Close up.
Well, that's not the inside. That's still the outside. It's just where he's got trouble. His toenail, instead of being flat, curves around the bottom here and curves down.
Is that like a birth defect, kind of?
For some people it is. Some people it's like getting curly hair. Their nail changes shape as they get older.
I heard the crinkle.
You're just cutting it?
It's weird to think of this.
Okay, now this will freak you out how big a piece of nail that is. Okay, now see the
moly. Yeah.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Your nail was just way too big for your toe.
So that's why it kept being inflamed on the side?
Yeah. Here, I'll do it.
There. Oh, yeah. Kenny's toenail. Isn't that delish? Oh.
Can I touch it? I mean,
Sure.
Oh, Kenny, that is disgusting.
Yeah. Yeah, when I take it out, it gets soft like that. Like I felt it when I pull the edge out.
Yeah.
It's a big toenail.
Yeah, it's a big piece. There's a lot down there.
It's obviously far more than normal.
Well, most people have trouble with nails much smaller than that. So, yeah, that's bigger than normal.
Okay.
What's that?
This is the acid that kills the toenail.
I'm glad I can't feel it.
Yeah, this is the part that hurts. The other stuff, you could probably
Oh.
put up with.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah, I'm glad I can't feel it.
Well, that's really long.
How long is it supposed to sit in there?
It varies for each person. How easily do you sunburn?
Not really that easy. I mean, it's...
You normally just burn once and then tan the rest of the summer?
You don't burn at all, do you?
Yeah, no, I don't really burn unless I'm in the sun for a while.
Well, your burn will take a little bit longer than most. Now, do you burn so real easy?
No, I used to burn easy, and then I just burned so many times that I just only tan now.
Really?
Yeah, it's weird. I don't burn at all anymore.
Do you have any Spanish blood in there?
No.
strange.
Irish,
It seems
German, and Scottish,
Yeah,
British, and all that.
there's a lot of red-headed, blue-eyed people from Madrid.
Really?
Yeah, and they don't sunburn either.
Oh.
The redheads from Ireland, on the other hand, sunburn pretty easily.
I know. I used to sunburn really bad, but I don't know. I don't anymore. In there.
It just looks beautiful.
Tell me if I'm in your way. I'll move. I just wanted to get a close-up on that. Ugh.
Now, do you have trouble on both sides of this one, or just on this one
Just
side?
on the one side. Would you better just pull the whole nail off?
Well, the nail is small. Sometimes it's debatable whether the cosmetic results are better with...
And if it would come back or not, huh? Would it come back or not?
There's no more chance of the whole thing coming back than taking the side off. It's just a matter.
It's going to be interesting to look back
This
on.
is the first time I've had two cameras.
Yeah.
I've had a couple of people that wanted to photograph it, but this is the first time it's been done on two cameras.
Well, is this one a pretty big size too? Or?
No, it's very small. It feels like you cut out most of the nail already.
Yeah, I mean, it's so small nail, it's like, it seems like where it actually sticks to my skin is not that much. Wait, so if I were to touch the acid though, I mean, that's really bad, like I'd feel
That would do that to your finger just as fast as it did it to your toe. As I said, this is the painful part.
Yeah.
So, no, don't do that.
Oh, no, I'm not planning on that.
Yeah, this stuff will burn badly enough that it kills part of your toe.
Oh, and that's what makes it not come back, is it kills it?
That's right. It actually cauterizes the area where the toenail grows to the point that it kills the function of the skin, which is to grow the toenail.
Does that get, like, digged way in there?
Excuse me?
The root.
It goes back, on this toe, about 1/8 of an inch past the skin here, and on this one, about 1/4 inch.
So sorry. I wish you're getting it done. Right?
Yeah.
Big toe? Little toe. A lot of blood, little toe.
Yeah, it's bleeding more than most people do. For some reason, I think that little notch that you felt pop when you put the knife in there, and that cuts something. Most of the time, it doesn't bleed hardly at all.
Could it just be because his gut has gotten so bad?
Well, there's no doubt there's more blood in his toe than on a regular basis. I mean, look how red his toe is.
Yeah.
It's always red like that.
Yeah.
But, no, I think that the actual surgery cut something. There was a little crunch that he felt, and I felt too, that under most circumstances you don't feel.
Okay, so that just is the cause of all the blood? Well, could be.
Well, when the toenail is lifted off, if I put something underneath your fingernail and lifted it off,
Ow.
you're going to bleed.
Yeah.
Well, I just did that. I just split the side of his toenail first.
It's because when you rip it off, it's like, because the skin stuck to it, right? The nail, kind of? And
Well,
then when you rip it off, it takes off the skin with it?
Well, that's the thing. This little thing that I put underneath the toenail
Uh-huh.
lifts and separates it from the toe.
Oh, okay.
But where that separation takes place, it kind of like tears the skin a little bit.
Yeah, I understand.
If you do it really smoothly, there's not much trauma that goes on there, but almost always it bleeds.
Yeah.
But once you put the acid on it, it's such a mild bleeding that it stops. In this particular case, that little bump, that crunch, whatever you want to call it, there was something else back there underneath the edge of the skin that got cut, and that's what that crunch was. And I think that's why you're bleeding a little bit more than most.
Okay.
The other reason is this stuff here on top. There was a little piece out here, too.
Mm-hmm.
And that stuff is full of blood, and it's designed to heal up wounds. And usually when those are present, you bleed more than normal, too. Now, let me me tell you how to take care of this afterwards.
Okay.
You might want to record this so you don't have to remember it all. Leave the bandage on that I put on today until tomorrow morning. And then I would like you to soak it in warm soapy water for about 3 to 5 minutes. And after you get through with that, rinse it off with a little peroxide, put some antibiotic ointment on it, and a Band-Aid.
Okay.
Now, the antibiotic ointment really isn't to prevent infection. It's mainly to keep it from sticking to your toe when you take the dressing off the next time.
Okay.
Okay.
This medicine that I put in here not only kills your toenail, it kills everything else in there. So when we get through with the surgery, your toe on that area will be cleaner than it's ever been. So it's not going to be infected tomorrow when you take off the dressing. But just like any other burn, it's going to swell, and because there's no roof to it, this fluid's going to drain.
Gonna ooze.
And as long as there's any fluid coming out of there, you need to keep cleaning it, all right?
Okay.
And the best way to clean it, because the burn extends back underneath the skin here, is to put it under water for about 3 to 5 minutes. Initially, twice a day, morning and night, for about 3 days. And then the skin heals up partially, and the fluid that comes out will be reduced. And then at that point, you can just start cleaning it off with a little bit of hydrogen peroxide on a cotton ball. And as long as it continues to drain, you need to continue to clean it. And it normally takes 2.5 to 3 weeks for the drainage to stop. Okay?
Okay.
Now, how do you tell if there's an infection? It's a difficult question to answer because you normally associate infections with red, swollen, and drainage.
Which it already is going to have.
That's right. That's going to do that because of the burn. So telling the difference between the burn reaction and an infection is kind of tough. But as you look at it and become familiar with it tomorrow and over the next couple of days, you'll get an idea of what the burn looks like. And there should be a slow improvement of that. If it stalls out, or if you start getting more redness around here, or if the odor increases, or if the pain increases, then those are all indications that something's not going right.
Okay.
So if you get those things, then start cleaning it 2 or 3 times a day, put the antibiotic ointment on it, treat it like a burn, or an infection rather. And if that doesn't take care of it, then you should come back and let me take a look at it and see if there's anything that needs to be taken care of. The next thing, besides infection, is delayed healing. Sometimes there's some changes that take place on the nail back into the skin here, and as it grows out, about 3 or 4 weeks from now, it irritates the skin as it comes through underneath here, and you start to get what looks like an infection, but in fact is just irritation from the damaged nail. The nail gets real thin back here, like the edge of a feather, and the acid will notch it just like you etch glass. And as it grows out, that serrated edge burns the area where the tissue is burned, and it irritates it, and then you get swelling and this kind of reaction back at the base here. And so if you get that kind of reaction, delayed healing basically, then I want to see you again and take a look at it.
Okay.
Are you going to want to see him at all just for a checkup? Or?
You know, if you'd like to come in, I'm happy to see you.
Yeah.
That would probably be best.
Basically, at this point, I told you what you need to look for.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't go that way, then call me and come in.
Okay.
And if you have a question, feel free to call us. We're happy to talk to you on the phone. And if I think I need to see you, I'll have you come in.
Okay.
But the reason I'm taking this much time with you and telling you this is so that you can take care of it yourself.
Okay.
And I guess the very basic part of this is you've got a burn on your toe and you need to keep it clean so it doesn't get infected. So if you forget all the stuff that I told you, just keep it clean and treat it like a burn. Pain-wise, when it wakes up, probably about 6 or 8 hours from now, it's going to feel like you bumped your hand on the oven. Not very much pain. Tomorrow will be a little bit better, and the day after that, the pain will pretty well be gone.
Yeah.
But the burn will continue to be there for 2 to 3 weeks. But the pain is pretty well gone in 3 days. Now, this dressing is designed